Pumpkin time. Welcome back. Let's do this easy pumpkin. Starting with a slip knot, give yourself a little bit of tail so you can close the bottom of your pumpkin in the end. And then you would do a regular slip knot about 1-2 fingers wide. And that will be your first loop. And I will do 11 more, so I have 12 total. And this is for my medium-sized pumpkins. They're so much fun to make, and you can just decide your size and colors and make a match. But this one is a fun one because it's your typical Halloween color. I love this. Once you have the amount you want, then you will take the tail of your yarn and you will go under the chain, and then you will grab the loop underneath the last loop. So you go through underneath the last loop, and that will be part of your first loop right there. And you want to keep your loops pretty small so the filling you put in, so you can't see that. So I keep my loops pretty small. And then you will double check how many you have, and you can see the little loops right there. And from this point, you just knit, as I said, make them small, and I did a total of 7 rows. Keep your loops close together, no gap in between. And the loops are maybe a finger width, maybe even a little bit smaller. But the main thing is you want to keep them close to each other so you don't have that gap in between. And you can always see where you began because the tail is right there. That's where you started. So as I said, I did a total of 7 rows. And also these are so easy to sell at any market. They're so much fun. So here you have it after 7 rows. And I'm starting with the bottom to close that off. And when you close the bottom off, you want to come from the outside in. And you can tighten it as you go because you put your filling in from the top. Sometimes it's easier, so you don't have a battle with the yarn in the end. Come from outside and in. And I like to go counterclockwise. And if you still feel there's a little gap, you can just grab another little area and tighten it, and you will be good. But I am trying to get all 12. Be careful when you pull. You might want to rearrange a little bit because the yarn will break if you pull too hard. And then I'll find a little side loop to close it off, and you can do a double knot. Do one more. And then you can put it inside, and you can just leave the string on the inside because you can put filling in there anyway. And now you want to close the top, and now you want to do it from the inside out. And make sure you have all 12 so you don't want to be missing any. That would be bad. So you go all the way around, make sure you grab them all. And for sticks, you can buy sticks, you can use cinnamon sticks, they smell really good. Or as I do, I go to the beach all through the year, and then I find all kinds of driftwood and sticks, and I love that they're all different. And if you don't have a beach near you, you can go to the woods, and you can just let your wood air dry for a long time, and it's good to go. I used the polyfill, or you can also use any scraps you have to fill your pumpkin and make it kind of nice and firm. So it's a super nice, firm, and squishy pumpkin. And this is a great big bag of polyfill. I have that in my link tree from Amazon. And again, once you close it, be very careful. And here's some different sticks just to give you an idea how different they are. And when you close it off, make sure you know which stick you're using so you have room enough for it. And you can glue it or you can just leave it. I usually glue them for when I go to markets and stuff, but you can just stick it in there with a pretty ribbon. And when you know the width, you will just close it off again. See, that's way too big. See, that's perfect. Let's do that one, and then I can close it off. Again, you will find a little side loop, and you can just tie it once or twice. And then you can use the remaining of the chain for either the bow to wrap around the stick, or you can just put it inside the pumpkin. These things are so easy to make, and they are so much fun. I love all the options, the colors, and you can buy all kinds of decoration. You can buy all kinds of stuff, feathers and everything. I buy little stuff all through the year when I see it. So it just makes it fun. Endless ideas. I can't wait to see what you come up with as well. So make sure you tag me. Subscribe for more, for sure. Then you put the stick in there. I did not glue it this time, but make sure you get it in there with all the polyfill. And then you can use any ribbon or whatever you want, or in this case, you can even use the tail, but I will use the little, what do you call it, the little brown natural little rope type thing, tie a little bow, and there you have it. Please let me know, comment what you think. And of course, you have different sizes as well. So the 12 loops is my medium, 10 is my small, and then I have 14 is the large, and 16 loops will be my extra large. So have fun, good luck, and please let me know what you think. This is just some examples of little cells I'm finding, and it's just super fun to dress them up. Let me see what you got, okay? And don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, whatever you have to do. So adorable.